Consider the half reaction where sulfurous acid is transformed into sulfate ion. When the half reaction is balanced in acetic solution using the smallest set of whole numbers, what is the coefficient of water and how many electrons are involved? The first step in balancing a half reaction is to balance all elements except hydrogen and oxygen. In the case we have here, the only other element besides hydrogen and oxygen is sulfur. As written, it is already balanced. There is one sulfur on the left and one on the right. The next step is to balance hydrogen and oxygen. In acetic solution, it is best to balance oxygen first. This is done by adding water to the side that needs more oxygen. Then hydrogen is balanced by adding hydrogen ions to the side that needs more hydrogen. If we examine what we have here, we can see that there are 3 oxygens on the left and that there are 4 oxygens on the right. Therefore, we need one more oxygen on the left. We add one more oxygen to the left side by adding a water molecule to the left side. We now have 4 oxygens on both sides. Next, we balance hydrogen. We can see that we now have 4 hydrogens on the left, 2 in water and 2 in sulfurous acid. There are no hydrogens on the right, so we need to add 4 hydrogens to the right. We do this by adding hydrogen ions. We need 4 hydrogen ions, so now we have 4 hydrogens on each side. At this point, we can eliminate choices C and D. The coefficient of H2O is 1. We now need to figure out the number of electrons involved. The next step is to balance charges by adding electrons to the more positive side or the less negative side. Let's see what we have here. On the left side, H2O is neutral. Its charge is 0. Sulfurous acid is also neutral. Its charge is 0. So the total charge on the left is 0. What about the right side? The total charge on the right is -2 from sulfate, plus 4 times plus 1, since there are 4 hydrogen ions, and each one has a charge of plus 1. Therefore, the total charge on the right is plus 2. In order to balance the charges, we add 2 electrons to the right side. With 2 electrons added to the right side, the total charge for the right side is now 0. Remember that each electron carries a charge of -1. Therefore, the correct answer is A. 2 electrons are needed on the right side to balance the charges. Another way we could have determined the number of electrons involved is by figuring out the oxidation numbers. If we do, we'll find that the element that changed oxidation number is sulfur. The oxidation number of sulfur in sulfurous acid is plus 4, and its oxidation number in sulfate is plus 6. The oxidation number of sulfur increased from plus 4 to plus 6. That's an increase of 2. It's as if it lost 2 electrons. When electrons are lost, they are shown on the right side of the balanced half reaction.